as opposed to probable gridlock, with Republicans trying to block everything except military funding, bailouts for corporations, and the ritualistic killing of endangered birds. So centrist establishment Democrats can sit on their fucking thumbs and go, well, golly, gee, we wish we could give you COVID relief. We wish we could stop the planet from burning. But heck, oh geez, oh gosh, those rascally Republicans are blocking us and using executive orders or rallying people to protest. Well, that would be super heckin' uncivil. We want to help, we do, but gridlock means nothing but the most right-leaning, neoliberal, pro-corporation legislation could pass through the Senate. Something that deficit hawk Nancy Pelosi would love almost as much as she loves sarcastically clapping, which is so not very much at all. But if Democrats win the Senate, the Biden administration and the Democratic establishment have no excuses. I mean, they'll definitely come up with more excuses, but it'll be one less excuse to stop from maybe actually passing some kind of relief bill and some kind of environmental protections, even if that means setting shit on fire a little bit less. And even if not, at least they can't mope and blame Republicans for blocking them for 4 years without building any movements on the ground. Oh, you know, like the last 4 years of the Obama administration that led to, oh yeah, this guy. Probably someone just slightly less dumb and more competent, but with the same fashy politics, who could actually pull off full-blown Trumpism much better, will be next. And wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be f***ing Wouldn't it be... Sure. So, you're probably thinking, Cody, you make great coherent points and all, but why would Trump supporters want the Democrats to win? How does that make sense? Well, your first mistake is trying to make sense. Making sense is for cocks and losers who don't want to stop the steal. You see, in Georgia, Trump quote-unquote lost, but Georgia's elections are controlled by Republican politicians. Georgia's governor is Republican Brian Kemp. Georgia's voting system implementation manager, Gabriel Sterling, is a conservative, and the judges ruling against Trump's court cases are judges that Trump appointed himself. So, this means that the Republicans controlling Georgia's elections either don't want to jettison their entire career for a failed fascist whose legal team is even too woo-woo conspiracy theory for Trump's taste, or, far more likely, the entire Republican Party of Georgia has turned against Trump, stealing the election from him in order to get their dirty mitts on that sweet pile of Antifa money. Do we have a clip?
Hi, team. Now, as the CEO of Antifa, it's come to my attention that the entire Republican Party of Georgia is interested in our extremely fat stacks of cash that we, Antifa Corps, definitely have. Now, Kevin, how's our cash flow from the international Illuminati conspiracy with strong anti-Semitic overtones?
You're muted, Kevin.
Oh, sorry about that. Great. I just landed a deal with Bill Gates to put mind control chips in those cardboard signs we carry. Should be rolling out in the next few weeks.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'll just go ahead and let the entire Georgia GOP know that we will provide them some of our fat, juicy stacks of cash in exchange for them rigging the election for Biden and poisoning the water supply with communist fluoride to turn the frogs gay. Alrighty, that's it for today, guys. TGIF and Hail Satan!
Hail Satan! So, any self-respecting Trump supporter should want to punish the Republicans of Georgia for suckling at the engorged teat of Antifa and the Chinese government by making sure that traitors and secret communist hippies Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue lose and Trump wins by writing in the name of our sweet, still winning Papa Trump. Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Look, I don't even think Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue want to win this election. I mean, they probably want to get back to insider trading off the pandemic, like how Loeffler sold over $18 million worth of stocks right after a COVID-19 intel briefing on January 24th, 2020. Perdue also had suspiciously unusual stock trading activity after that COVID intel briefing, something we in the stock trading biz like to call the old pandemic dump-off. But don't worry. When asked about whether members of Congress should be barred from trading stocks, the charismatic human being charmed her way out of it here.
Senator, should members of Congress be barred from trading stocks? Look, what's at stake here in this election is the American dream. That's what's under attack. When they attack me for a lie, a left-wing media lie, conspired with the Democrats by, this is an attack on every single Georgian who gets up every day to work hard to provide a better life for their family, who wants to live the American dream.
Nailed it in the highly normal way, ma'am. Even Mitch McConnell should want the Democrats to win the Senate. You see, the unholy contract Mitch made with the ghost inside of his skin stipulates that his leathery soul can't escape his decaying body to suck the life force from children until he is dethroned as Senate Majority Leader. Or if a necromancer saws off the head of Lindsey Graham while inside a circle of salt. Do we have a clip? So no clip. Anyway, even though the last thing anyone wants to deal with is another election, we have to get through this one little runoff and our country will be fully healed. Wait, sorry, no, that's a little bit of guac on my notes. It says our country will be healed only after decades of hard work, pain, sweat, and possible extraterrestrial intervention. So, it's good guac. So anyway, I know it sucks to have to care about another election after being hungover from the previous election, but politics is like staying hydrated, okay? I'm not gonna do it. You have to stay hydrated throughout the year, not just during the one big super soaker event every 4 years, but constant hydration through activism, protests, direct action, donating time and money to activist groups, learning about, voting in, and advocating for local elections, primarying centrists so hard they feel it in the bowels of their precious status quo. We can't escape politics because politics shapes the world around us. So let's crush politics! Get absolutely crunk on politics! YOVO! You only vote on multiple occasions and down ballot while also staying politically engaged in many other, often more important ways. So get out there and do your preferred types of political engagement. How's it going phone banking for Georgia, Katie?
Hi, yes, hello. I'm calling because you gotta vote for Jim Microsoft and you gotta vote for Raphael Warnock soon. You gotta vote for him. Raphael Warnock is like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Warnock, which would be very cool for a change, okay? And it's important, not just because he's got a cool name, it's also important because otherwise Nancy Pelosi's just gonna keep on eating her dope, delicious ice cream that I can't afford, okay? And Congress is just gonna never get anything ever done, ever. And Mitch McConnell, and this is a really important part, Mitch McConnell is gonna keep on feeding his eternally hungry soul because he doesn't have a soul. He's gonna feed it off the souls of all of us because he doesn't care. Hello? Hello? Hello?
I have a feeling we have this one in the bag. Politics. Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and give a thumbs up, which is the same as asking you to like the video. And we've got a patreon.com/some more news and a podcast called Even More News. And merch, if you like that, we sell peace of mind.